Right now at 5:30, a final farewell for a fallen Kentucky firefighter.
Also on WKYT this morning, police identify a body found in a box in Bell County as that of a missing man from thousands of miles away.
A Kentucky native is using his fame to defend his faith in response to Donald Trump's recent controversial comments.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT. Welcome in. Great to have you along on this Thursday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're having a great start to your day. It's the day before Friday, so that's good news.
That's good. And the weather, I mean, this is December. Pinch yourself, you know.
Yeah.
We're talking about the highs getting up to near 70 or maybe right at 70 this weekend. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris.
And if we do that, that's going to be a record high for both Saturday and Sunday. It's pretty unbelievable, this air flying in here. We're looking outside right now. Defender looks pretty good. A little bit of fog down toward the southern zones with that dense fog advisory. Heads up for that. Temperatures are there in the 40s, and as we track off into your afternoon, right around 60 degrees. Planning out your day, you have no worries whatsoever. 60 degrees is actually really nice. Teachers, you'll absolutely love this weather as you're getting the kids outside there on the playground. Later on this morning and off into early afternoon, I'll get into that weekend forecast. That's what everybody's talking about, and that's coming up in a few minutes.
We'll see you then. Here's the latest news. A fallen Kentucky firefighter will be laid to rest today, though it is still unclear as to how he died.
30-year-old Zach Clevenger died hours after fighting a fire Friday night in Estill County. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is showing us how he's being remembered.
The 30-year-old's funeral will be at Living Water Church in Mount Sterling this morning at 10 o'clock. The young captain will receive full firefighter honors as well as a flyover during his funeral. The funeral will be followed by a burial at Lucas Cemetery in Beattyville. We are told the procession will take place at 11:10. It will start on the outer loop of Indian Mound Drive from Kentucky 11 to US 60 East and will end on the outer loop of Indian Mound from North Maysville to Kentucky 11 before his body is taken to Lee County for his burial. The family requests that in lieu of flowers that you make a donation in honor of Clevenger to a local fire department to support training activities. Clevenger had worked with the Montgomery County Fire Department for years and died early Saturday morning, hours after helping fight a fire in Estill County. The coroner said his autopsy shows his death was heart-related. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Well, in Allen County, the lawyer for a man charged in a 7-year-old's murder says his client's rights were violated. Timothy Madden is accused of kidnapping, raping, and murdering Gabby Doolin last month. His attorney told a Louisville TV station that Madden was denied access to counsel the day of his arrest. He also says it's his understanding that DNA evidence state police have is, in his words, minimal. Madden said he's innocent. He is back in court Monday. Meanwhile, the case against Madden's son has been sent on to a grand jury.
Bradley Madden is accused of making threats against the Scottsville Police Department on their Facebook page after his father was charged with Doolin's murder. Madden's attorney argues his client never threatened to harm the officers and only meant to threaten legal action. His grandmother also came to his defense.
He is close to his daddy, and he knows his daddy could never do such a thing. So he's going to naturally defend his daddy. I know he done learn a lesson, and I feel that that's all he needs.
The judge decided to keep Bradley Madden's bond at $40,000. If he were to post bail, he has been ordered to stay out of Allen County and off of Facebook.
Well, new this morning, investigators have identified a body found in a box in Bell County. Police in Wisconsin say the victim is 51-year-old Doug Bailey. He'd been missing since Thanksgiving. On Tuesday, police in Wisconsin took Bailey's girlfriend into custody as a person of interest.
I got a story that they were headed out to holidays, and he just got out of the truck somewhere in Illinois and said, "Leave me here, don't come back for me." And that started the missing persons part.
Kentucky State Police found the victim Tuesday. He was in a box on Industrial Road. Still not clear where he was killed. The person of interest, Rose Cooney, is an instructor at the University of Minnesota.
The time this morning is 5:34 on WKYT, and the man accused of stabbing a Kentucky boy to death during a home invasion in Versailles is now eligible for the death penalty. Ronald Exantis was indicted by a grand jury for capital murder, burglary, and 3 new counts of assault. Visitation for the victim, 6-year-old Logan Tipton, is today at the Clark Funeral Home in Versailles. Tomorrow's funeral has been moved to a larger venue. It will now be at the community stadium at Falling Springs Recreational Park. Benjamin Brewer's visitation is tonight in Owsley County. The 28-year-old was stabbed to death last week. Brewer was a dispatcher for the Madison County 911. Dustin Sparks is charged with murder in that case. Brewer's funeral is tomorrow in Boonville.
The all clear has been given at a Lexington Walmart after an overnight bomb scare. Lexington police say someone made a general threat about blowing up the Walmart at Russell Cave and News Circle just before 11 last night. The building was evacuated. Police used canines to search the area. Nothing was found. Employees and customers were allowed back in after about 30 minutes. Well, these guys are called porch pirates and gals, whoever they are. Police putting out a warning to protect your packages that you've got delivered to your door.
This morning we've learned that there has been another case reported in central Kentucky. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at Richmond Police Headquarters with his crime alert. Good morning,
Bill. That's right. Richmond police are saying that a second package thief is now making the rounds here in Richmond, targeting Christmas packages on front porches. So if you are one of those people who is still waiting on your Christmas gift to arrive, is there anything you can do to protect that package from these so-called porch pirates? Well, I am so glad you asked, because yes, there are a few things you can do. Now, yes, I know it is all about convenience, but officers say it is best to wait for that package to be dropped off at your front door when you are home so you can sign for it. Now, if you're not home, then look next door. You can have the package delivered to a neighbor if you are not in. Richmond police this morning are asking people to follow that advice to protect their Christmas packages, because 2 crooks have been caught on camera swiping those packages. A man was spotted on Mahaffey Drive yesterday grabbing packages off a front porch, and then last week a woman snatched packages from a home over on Park Drive. Now we are getting reports into our newsroom about a possible pair of package thieves targeting a neighborhood over in Lexington. Of course, if you are targeted, it can be a real disappointment. So do not let these Grinches steal your Christmas packages. You want to make sure that you can protect them so they end up under your tree, not in the trunk of some thief's car. Live in Richmond, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you. New this morning, a man suspected in burglaries in 2 counties is in jail. The Montgomery County Sheriff says the deputies took Ryan Henderson into custody last night after a 3-hour standoff. The burglaries were being investigated in Montgomery and Clark counties.
New this morning, there's been a deadly officer-involved shooting in Grayson County. Police say a man with a gun confronted 2 sheriff's deputies at the scene of a domestic disturbance on St. Paul Road. We're told one of the deputies fired, killing the man. State police have not released the names of anyone involved. A Whitley County homeless shelter says it will no longer accept women because there are too many people, they say, having sex in the building. The director of Emergency Christian Ministry says about a dozen women were asked to leave. In some cases, the shelter won't accept children. While the director calls the decision Bible-based, others say it doesn't make much sense.
Or are you saying that women are the problem with this?
No, it takes 2 to do that. But like I said, we shelter more men than women. We're not biased whatsoever.
I guess I'm a little old school. You know, the first people off the boat were the women and children.
Well, women are being asked to go to the female-only KCEOC shelter in Gray. The director says he hopes to start accepting women again once the facility is renovated.
Controversy there. Well, Donald Trump continues to draw criticism over his proposal to ban all Muslims from entering the U.S. Amid the backlash, the Republican presidential frontrunner has signaled he would consider an independent run for the White House if Republicans treat him unfairly. One of the world's most famous Muslims, who is also a Kentucky native, is criticizing Donald Trump's position. Boxing great Muhammad Ali said in a statement that political leaders should use their positions to promote understanding. Another Muslim sports icon, basketball legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, wrote in a Time.com essay that Trump has become a candidate who, quote, preys on the fears of the public, doing ISIS's job for them.
A slithering surprise in Connecticut. A woman says she found a python in her apartment.
It went underneath the couch as my son turned on the light, and it was like, the excitement, it was just crazy.
Mary Bradstreet says that she heard the snake but thought it was her dog walking across the floor. Huh? Okay. Not knowing who it belonged to, she called police, who came away and took it off with them. When she told her neighbor what happened, she found out where that snake came from.
And I'm like, that's my snake, you know. He's the first snake that I got, and he's just really cool.
Okay. Joseph Riccio says 6-year-old Scully is a beloved family pet who probably got out through the ceiling in search of a warmer spot.
Yeah, and apparently found one.
Okay.
And was mistaken for the dog. Okay.
Yeah, very confusing.
All the upshot of that story.
Alrighty. A 6-year-old Kentucky boy is the talk of his school because of his new Robohand.
Right. Lucas Abraham's grandmother wrote a letter to the University of Louisville after hearing her grandson talk about wanting a Robohand. A bioengineering professor and 3 teams of students then worked together to make it happen. Using cutting-edge 3D printing, they came up with 3 hands for Lucas.
Neat.
So there you go. A little invention for you. All right, our time this morning is 5:41, and let's check live drive traffic and see what is going on right now. Do want to remind you that situation out on the Bluegrass Parkway, there at about mile point 48, it's restricted one lane.
The inbound right lane of Nicholasville Road will be blocked between Larkin Road and Zandale from 9 to 3 today for underground utility work.
And there's a lot more news coming up for you on WKYT this morning. The Minnesota boys basketball team won a game on an incredible last-second shot. We're going to show you that.
It was really, really amazing. That's after weather.
And really far away, too. Hey, we're going to be talking some really nice temperatures the next few days. Not just nice, but record-breaking temperatures are likely. Not possible, but likely. I'll have that in your forecast coming up next.